Coming to you live, on location, in Virginia, or some undisclosed remote location. The one, the only, The Finkel Show. We are about to blast off with riveting and exciting content like never before. Please stand by for liftoff into an exciting new world of entertainment and information.
T-minus 30 seconds on my mark. Mark. T-minus 30.
BBC slew initiated.
T-minus 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff of Antares, the Dwarf 3 mission to bring Cygnus on its third CRS mission to the ISS. That means.
Good evening. Good evening, Stone Vet, Carrie, Western Missouri Variety, and you, Mr. Muckster. How you guys doing? I keep telling myself I'm going to shorten that intro. And I'm thinking, should I do something new, or do I just cut it on the countdown instead of, what is it, like a minute and a half of the countdown?
I think go for something new, something totally different.
Something totally different. Okay. I'm Finkel, and that's Muckster, and we're supposed to say "fuck you." Shit,
Mike? Was it Mike?
Mike, somebody, not
Yeah,
Kaiser. There's another Mike.
Yeah, I don't know what the last name was. I just know it was a Mike.
Maybe to come to us as we do this
Lucky
review.
Mike.
So the other night, Muckster and I were up here on, was it this channel? Or was it yours? It was this channel.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got raided by someone that I had never heard of, but this gentleman and his following requested that we review one of his shows. He does two kinds of shows. One is where he raids people and he sees what kind of reaction they get, and the other is they pick on somebody, kind of like we've picked on Kaiser or Generally Specific or Hill Pirate Studios or Stone Vet does was it Kino Casino, or dunking on other people. We're not really familiar with Uncle Fatty. No, Uncle. I'm sorry, Uncle Fatty. I'm thinking of somebody else. Uncle Rico or Stuttering John. But they wanted us to review that, and
just to answer a question from our voluminous audience.
Okay.
Western Missouri. No, I'm sorry. This is recorded. We did this. Was it March 18?
When we got raided?
Well, this show that we're doing now.
Oh, it's going to be
a repeat. This is a repeat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be the 600th show of the Uncle Rico show. They've been at it for a little bit over 3 years.
Yeah, you totally lost me. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I blew it. I blew it. Okay, well, you know me. I'm irresponsible with YouTube. I have responsibilities. Work, Holly, church, AA, subversiveness. So yeah, at heart I'm like, yeah, we'll do it, and then I totally forgot about it until I got a text that Stone Vet was covering us being covered by this guy. So I'm going to give it 6 minutes, and we're going to review Stone Vet reminding us that we made an agreement, so we have to stick it out. And I'm sorry.
So we're going to watch Stone Vet, watch that guy, watch us, talk to that guy.
Right. Yes. It's I think they call it streamception. This is about 6 minutes long. This should help the audience understand why we're doing this.
I'm just hoping other people are sniping us right now just to really.
That would be good. Oh, I'm curious because I'm sharing it as a video.
All right.
Can you pause it and play it?
Yeah, if you're taking it off your hard drive, I should be able to.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So when we get into the Uncle Rico show, trashing this Stuttering John guy, you can pause it or I can pause it anytime we have anything to say. I think we'll just let Stone Vet play through, and this is why we were reminded to do what we agreed to do. Should I push play or do you want to push play?
Go ahead.
Pushing
I'll
play.
let you have a little bit of control.
I think we got a good show. Inshallah. Sorry for no notification. Sounds like Joey got a fucking notice. This is a pop-up. You know how like. Well, tell your wife to get off my face then. Oh!
Ooh,
Ooh, boom.
that was a good one.
It's got a couple of dudes from what started with 3 dudes who were on Howard Stern, like affiliated with the Howard Stern show. This dude Bob Levy left. They put in a new like a younger comedian guy. They basically make fun of John. They do it a little bit better, and they call it the raid. I don't know. I mean, Howard Stern. Who cares about Howard Stern? God, man, talk about going from like everybody listened to Stern to nobody gives a fuck what that guy says anymore, right? But so they do a show called The Raid, and they go to smaller channels that are live when they're doing it. What's up, kiddo? When they're doing it, and then shoot. Well, yeah, I mean, he's a very rich man. They do the raid of the show. And they happened to fucking do it the other night to Finkel. Well, yeah, I mean, he's a very rich man. He's a very rich man. There's no doubt. But anyway, the raid showed up on Finkel. I was like, holy shit, fucking worlds colliding. So let's watch a little bit of this and then we'll roll into Todd.
Let's turn off the fake background settings, virtual backgrounds, and it is kind of quiet. Okay, there we go. Just a basic white.
So I'm pretty sure we got 25 people in here. I'm looking at the people in the chat. It looks like and Muckster top right, and then Shuli. Igor.
I hope the other recordings are louder. I apologize. That is quiet.
Israeli. So anyway, that's who's on the bottom.
Well, hello.
So Finkel, I guess, puts up a little. Finkel will put up a thing like open panel or whatever. Put the link in, and if they have the link, then Shuli will join. And Shuli just happened to join them.
Oh,
I'm good. Finkel, aka Fink.
Shuli, the Uncle Rico show is the first. I don't think it's the only, but I don't generally super chat a ton. But it was the first show I ever super chat. Yeah, make sure to hit that boo. Fuck this stoner in the middle of the day, having a good time.
Pleasure to meet you guys. How we doing?
I think Muckster set me up. That AKA Finkel. That's not. Did you do that, Muckster?
Well, you didn't have anything over there. You needed something.
Oh, I needed something.
Oh, and I got a
cold brew. How you guys doing? I'm part of a show called The Raid.
The Raid. It feels like we just got raided.
Well, you did, my friend. You got raided by our audience. We were watching. We look for YouTube shows that are on live, and we pop in and say hello in our way.
Okay, well, okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining, and
and if you happen to be new here, it's under Bronze Stars and
welcome to come up. I'm bad with my regular audience of about 5 to 10 remembering names. I know Carte Blanche, but
yeah. How'd you get so many? You got like thousands of subscribers. How did you get that?
Before I found live streaming, I used to primarily go out there with the camera and see people's reactions.
Okay.
A couple of them were really big hits, and I think people clicked subscribe and move on and forgot that I existed. A typical live stream for me is 10 to 20, if that, on a good night. On a normal night, it's 5 to 10.
How do you two know each other?
You know, what's making me go cross-eyed is our banner and Stone Vet's banner and our banner from the other night is like a little motion sickness there. But I'm going to shut up and play.
We haven't actually met.
Yeah,
I rated him from my.
I mean, this is
What may I suggest you guys reviewing at least one or two episodes of a show we do called the Uncle Rico Show? Would you be interested in checking that out and reviewing it? Because I'd be interested in hearing your review.
okay.
Give us.
they should. That would be kind of interesting, honestly, if they watch.
And I'll be honest, I'm not doing this because Sholey told us to or Muckster told me to. I'm doing it because Stone Vet told us to.
Listen, the Uncle Rico Show, those dudes are funny. Shuli, I think, is
It's a team of losers.
Are you saying that I'm going to have to start taking gummies so you'll listen to me?
You know.
That's us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we got a monopoly on loserdom.
So let me ask you, did either of you guys ever listen to the Howard Stern? It's a whole, I'll be honest with you, it's a whole Jewish thing.
I kind of
don't know
skipped
much
through
about it. My boss is.
Generally Specific's gonna love us if we we have an anti-Semite in our circle, not our circle, but I mean. Okay.
Let's hear for the anti-Semite.
Let's go!
Shuli Network, Uncle Rico Show. If you just put in Uncle Rico, it'll come up.
All right. Okay. I've liked the Shuli Network, and curious about refer to when we say the anti-Semite. We're talking about generally specific. Most of us who watch him just to make fun of him because, well,
he's your stuttering John. This guy.
He's not ours. He's just someone we interact with and go at it with every now and then.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But what is this generally specific? Is it one guy? Is it one guy on the show?
Yeah, it's one guy. Sometimes he has panels. Let me see right now.
He's live. Yeah, he's live. What does he got going on?
He's live. Oh, he's blind. Oh, he's playing a game.
He's doing his game thing. Yeah.
Okay. That's funny. They stream snipe. They're in the fucking streamception. They're stream sniping GS while the Shuli Network is sniping Finkel. That's pretty interesting.
He has another channel.
Interesting.
People like to go in his chat and give him a hard time. He's very easy to trigger. If you're looking to raid someone who's easy to trigger,
yes.
raid
Shuli, if you're by any means at all listening, go raid GS.
Yes. Is that the end?
I don't know. You edited it.
All right. I just did that 6-minute clip so that people will understand why we're doing this, and we've never heard of these people before. So I didn't stay in the room. I set it up to record. I did the 600 show, a 39-minute segment, an 18-minute segment, and a 19-minute segment, and I thought we'll play them and review them. And I see you texting me. Oh,
right. It was a group thing. I took care of it.
All right. Excuse me. So I don't know. Should we get right to it, or should we make fun of general specific? Nah, we'll get right to it. What do you think? Let me see if I remove that from studio. I can present a new video file, and we'll do Uncle Wrinkle 600 Part 1. And again, you can push pause anytime you want to say something. And I can push pause anytime I want to say something. And other than coming into the room a few times, I didn't really pay close attention. I got a general idea, but this will be our honest. It's not to dunk on Uncle Rico. It's not to dunk on Stuttering John. It's not to give kudos to either. It's just for our honest assessment. So let's.
Can we dunk on Stone Vet even though he's got nothing to do with it?
Absolutely. Stone Vet is fair game. Mr. Carey, fair game. Nickie, fair game unless she comes up. Then, oh, shit, we're in trouble now. One of us. How you doing, Nickie?
I'm doing good. One of you are in trouble? Are right, whose turn is it then?
Him.
Him? Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to add this to stage and push play. I hope it's not as quiet as the last one.
To die, use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear to die, use my underwear to die, use my underwear to die, use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear, it's not so hard, use my underwear to die, use my underwear to die, use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear, it's not so hard, use my underwear to die, use my underwear to die, use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear, it's not so hard, use my underwear to die, use my underwear to die, use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to die. Use my underwear to die. Use my underwear, my underwear, my underwear. It's not so hard. Use my underwear to die.
With the needle and stuff.
To die. Use my underwear.
Yeah. Let's go forward a little bit.
Sucky fucking, and me love you long time. Sucky fucking $5. 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 Sucky fucking and me love you long time. Sucky fucking $5. Sucky fucking $5. Sucky fucking.
Should I skip forward more? All right. I think this is the intro, like Hill Pirates. They do an intro and it's little clips from other stuff and some songs. Let's go forward a little bit.
Yeah, Josh says it goes on for a while.
Good music.
Oh no. I really appreciate a good female basser.
Let's do it. 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 Let's do it.
Oh my.
How you said it. Don't put it on me, Lady K. You're the one with the frosted tips. Don't put it on me, Lady K. I'm just repeating how you said it. Don't put it on me, Lady K. Am I exaggerating here? You tell me. Don't shoot the messenger. That's exactly how you said it. That's exactly how you said it. Don't shoot the messenger. That's exactly how you said it.
I go forward more.
Yeah, Stoned Vet says they've got long intros.
Elementary school.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, first critique. Long intros. That was my first complaint about myself. My intro is too long. And although we're starting to watch Hill Pirate Studios more, my opinion, too long. We need shorter intros, in my opinion.
Well,
It's
you know,
it's a good intro, but it's long. Kind of
my
like
thing is anything over 30 seconds is too much for me. Just like my sex life. No.
What?
Well, you know, not a lot of people can handle an 8-second ride.
Oh. You know, wow. When he played that siren, and he's doing all that loud music, I thought that the tyrant Muckster was going to kick him off right then. But Muckster's like getting into it. I'm like, okay.
Well,
well,
if I think too many of those would have started to get to me. I'm okay with a few.
Okay, once in a while it's okay. Let me see. This is past the intro. Okay, all right. So we're into the actual show now. And I like how they all have the same background. I like that.
Yeah.
Uniformity. Okay. I'm going to push play. I don't have quite the control as I would in YouTube, where I can go back 5 seconds. Let me see. Oh, that looks like it might be intro. Oh, that's cute. I love that. We need something like that for generally specific. All right. Let's maybe. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, I'm exactly like John.
Wow. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 600 of the world famous Uncle Rico show with your world famous Uncle Rico hosts, the one and only Anthony Zenhauser, the one and only Mike Morse.
Yeah, that's me.
The one and only Discount on Andy. And of course, the Bella DeBall, the cutie patootie. He is Frog, Fildo, Gildo, the dildo. Thank you. Hi, how's everybody doing? Boys?
Very good. 600?
Crazy, right? Something this stupid going this long.
I never thought of counting our shows if we dunk on Generally Specific or Kaiser. We're nowhere near 600. Even if we add Go Pirate Studios, Fine Fix Finish, Stone Vet, Shiz Happens, if we add them all together, do we have 600 dunking on any one person? They've been at this for a
It's
while.
funny. I actually just counted as I was going through looking for clips. We have 18 and a half.
18 and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We got copyright. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Stovet says these backgrounds are all taken from the guy they're dunking on, Stuttering John. All right. I'm going to push play.
Is ridiculous. But we're here. You guys are here. Thank you. Coming up on 700 at tip-off. Hit like if you don't mind. Hit subscribe if you don't mind. Notify. That way you know when we're popping up with this and that. And there will be some stuff popping up. And then there's memberships. Get yourself a membership. $5 or $10, tier 1 or tier 2. I got to give a special thank you to the tier 2 crew. All you people that are tier 2 members, man, that raid last night was, I mean, I
not a critique, but a gripe. I wanted to see how we looked when he put us on his show, when he sniped us. And I saw those members only. So I bought a membership, $4.99, and I went back and it was still members only. And I'm like, what the hell? And I clicked on it. It says, you have to be tier 2. So I had to spend another $5 just so I could see us. I could have seen us for free. Anyway, capitalists.
I couldn't go to sleep afterwards. I was just wired. It was such
couldn't
a
either. My nose is bleeding.
yeah, like fucking like a wrestler. He cut himself. He got color last night.
It needed to be done.
So yeah, thank you everybody for supporting that show. That's Behind the Wall on tier 2. It was a blast last night, and appreciate the support all across.
And I want to thank all of our
tier
tier 2
1,
users too.
Thank you to everybody who's gifted memberships. You know, if you want to get a gifted membership because you can't swing it or you're just cheap, by all means, turn on accept gifted memberships. There's a link we put in the description of the show. It'll take you to your settings and you can turn it on there, and good luck. And the other thing I want to mention about links in the description, there are links to people, not everybody, but we have a great team of people that help us behind the scenes that do it for the love of the game. They're just amazing, talented people. Mars, Looney Tunes critic, Fully Shaved Stacy Allen, Eagle One, Roy Ray. I mean, come on. The list goes on and helping us get to real.
We need a bigger back save staff. I'll be right back. I got someone at the door.
Real. If only there was a song, you know, to commemorate, you know, John or the 600 or something to kind of tie it all in. It's all, listen, it's us as a.
The only trouble with us coming up with bigger backstage staff is coming up with all those nicknames.
No, I think we can have the nicknames. As a matter of fact, I think we have most of the nicknames. Like, you know, use a bitch, Mr. Blueberries. I mean, think about it. We pretty much have the nicknames.
That's all for the same people, though. We'd need new people and new names.
We'd need new people.
You know, I mean, like we could say, like say, Mr. Curry. You know, he'd be like Big Loser.
No, he could be Commentary. Or, yeah, Commentary. Instead of Mr. Carey, we could call him Commentary.
Yeah, I don't like
it. Of course not.
As a unit, the dabblers, the people who have stood their ground and said, no more. Bravo.
I'll be on the prowl.
Wow.
Be on the prowl.
Powerful.
Amazing.
Really makes you think.
Good work, Zen.
Amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
Well, I was reading Reddit lately. I was reading Shuli's Anonymous, and I didn't know I was too good for this show. So I was like, this is my final bow out as well.
Show them you're better than everybody here. That's what I like.
Just put in. I'm starting a 5 o'clock in the morning show with Opie this week, and we're gonna get back on broadcast radio.
Shuli's Anonymous. Contractually, he's not going anywhere. You understand?
Did you hear
me?
that, Hackverse? Did you hear that? Shuli's Anonymous?
Shug Knight called me from jail. He goes, contract's a little excessive. I go, I don't give a shit, Shug.
Yeah, I like to see Shuli hang me out of a window by my ankles.
I'm gonna need the whole crew to come down and help me hang Anthony from a balcony.
Zen already had the name of the show. It was O and Ozempic in the morning.
All right, listen, let's get to this. There's a lot of generous people here spreading this generosity. And one crumb. Oh, here we go. Let me guess. 600 in super chats or 600 gifted.
Who muted me? Speaking of generosity, I noticed his audience is very generous, not just to him. When he rated us, they're all like, how can we donate? How can we donate? They wanted to donate, but we had to explain to them that we're not monetized. But when they raid folks, when they raid folks, part of the shtick is the audience tries to give money to whoever it is they raid.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're generous.
Yes, I like that. I'm curious what happens if and when they raid generally specific, because you know how easily he is to be triggered. Would he be shooting himself in the foot if he starts banning everybody? Let me see. They read all the super chats in bunches, and they get a lot of them. Just FYI. Oh, are we going to be here doing the super chat thing? The one thing I remember about Stuttering John, I think I saw him on Stone Vet's channel. People super chat insults, and he reads them and he reacts to them, and that's the entertainment value of the show, is him reacting to mean-spirited super chats. That's the only time I've ever seen Stuttering John, and so we come across this stuff. Should I push play?
Well, if this is about GS, I was thinking about it at first. I thought, oh, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
But then I thought, the way his pussy mods are, they'd be blocking all those people, and
Hey, GS mods. What was the name? Something lesbian. Smoking lesbian or lesbian smoking? Don't ban her. She wants to give a lot of money. She's kind of like their version of, what was her name? I heard she passed away. A friend of Messenger.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she used to give hundreds to Kaiser, and then she went over to GS, gave hundreds to him, and then right before she passed, she got mad at GS, and he had to go back to asking his wife for money. All right,
Amethyst Jones, yes, Swine. Thank you.
Amethyst Jones, thank you. That's the one.
And hello, Swine.
Too. Hey, did you watch Star Trek? The original
series? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I can't remember if it was the first time they ran into, I forgot his name now, the guy that had like the robot women.
Harry Mudd.
Yeah, I think it was with that one where they were screwing with the robot, and it was like, hey, I forget who it was. Kirk said to the robot, like, I always tell the truth. I'm lying. And the robot's like, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. That'd be what's going on over at Todd's. It'd be like, they're giving us money, but they're making fun of us. What do we do? What do we do?
Well, like he says, they would only get one shot at a chat because Todd and his kids will bounce them ASAP.
Yeah.
With a quickness, yes. Even if they think they're being, and they start out being snarky. I didn't realize they were trying to be mean, but they were being snarky. And we're like, what the? I was focused on the names. They had some interesting names, and obviously, names to troll in fun ways, not mean trolling, but I can't remember some names. And I'm like, that's when I was caught up. I'm like, who's this? What's that? Well, that's a funny name. I was paying more attention to the names than what they were saying.
I'm actually surprised that you were even paying attention to the names.
I have a hard time keeping up the chat. And Peace Dynamo is sorry about that, Mr. Carey. Jerks. Oh.
In real life.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but she apologized. So, Mr. Carey, she is sorry. Should I push play? Shall I unhighlight this? Oh, let's see. GS mods would be confused, and being confused angers them. Yeah. I'm so confused. Block. Ping pong, ping pong.
I have one early impression of these guys. They're all high energy, so I don't like that.
I don't have the energy. The guy with the glasses, the star, what's his name? Uncle Rico?
Truly?
No, really. Actually, when he came on the other night, he kind of reminds me of a friend I haven't seen in a while. I for a moment, I thought it was him. And after he was talking for a minute, I'm like, no, it's just someone who looks like him. And Craig, if you're out there, I got to look you up. I haven't seen you in a while. Should I push play? Or should you push play?
No, I'm leaning back too far.
Okay.
It would take energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't have control or you're leaning back too far and you want it to pause, say, pause, bitch. Mike Morse. That's the guy. Mike Morse. Thank you. We're supposed to say, fuck you, Mike Morse. I think that was a joke now that I realized they're buddies.
I've heard of it. I thought it was one of his people when he said it that night.
I remember Vegas Vips tried to get us to say "fuck you" to somebody, and we realized it was somebody that Vegas Vips hates. But it's just these guys are more fun-loving. It looks like they're really enjoying life. I'm going to push play. Tell me to pause if you want me to.
Maybe to pay us back for it, we could get his group to say, "Hey, Ariel, use a bitch."
Use a bitch. Okay. What's his name? Shuley or Michael Morse. If you hear this on your next show, say, Ariel, use a bitch, use a bitch, use a bitch. We'll push play now.
Memberships tonight. Grifters be grifted. All right. He's giving you guys an option. Which would you rather do? 600 memberships or 600 super chats?
Why
you
can't
guys
it be both?
Decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be both.
It could be both.
It's fine. Listen, I don't know why they suggest these things and then they do.
Actually, unless there's a trick to it, you can't do a $600 super chat. You can only do $500
No,
a day.
I think he's saying 600 super chats.
Oh, well, yeah. The lowest you go is $1. So if you did, when you got to 500,
that's like he said 600 memberships. So I'm thinking they'd have to have a lot of people over there to get 600 memberships in a night.
I believe they have 13,000 subscribers. Well, 13,001.
Make sure you add that one because that one is very important.
Exactly. Right. All right. They rake in
And
the
they're
donuts
saying that it's not just one person who has to do the $600 worth of super chat. It's this person does 5, this person does 20, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and some of them are particularly generous. All right, I'm going to push play. Tell me to pause, use a bitch, if you want me to pause.
It, and then they get upset even more about it.
Right. Listen, I love them in Westworld. I don't know.
Listen. I showed up here to do 600th episode. I don't expect anybody to give anything. It's up to them. But now you're forcing them. Yeah. Now you put them, you backed them into a corner.
Yeah.
These people don't like that.
Yeah, he's angry at us for math.
Right.
Sorry.
Technicolor gifted one. $599 to go. Let's go. Come
You
on.
should hear what he said at the 50th anniversary of SNL. He was pissed.
Mike has become a member. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that, man. I went to a Tom Myers show this afternoon. We had to wear spacesuits because KB was there and sucked all the atmosphere out of the room. Oh boy.
We need more sausage, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm exactly like
I gotta write some of these one-liners down.
OG Muppet Mitts, thank you very much for a gift.
I don't think so.
$5.98 away. Lady K does a 600 episode. Now Shitware has to do a 600 episode. Can't he do anything original? Steal more from Lady K, loser.
We should have done a 601.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, join us for 601. Theo Mantis, what a mensch. Thank you for
100%.
gifting 5. Appreciate that. RDC Anthony, every day.
It was a
Doesn't matter.
barbecue restaurant.
Doesn't matter what show, doesn't matter what guest. This guy's throwing a gifted out. Respect. Thank you, RDC. Fun fact, TSN averages being 600 seconds late. That is true, Jay. That is true. I think I've watched all 600 episodes so far. So for the 601st time, go Bills! Thanks for all the laughs. Our pleasure, Mike. Thank you, pal. Fidget fan with a
Yeah,
buck.
see,
Thank
he's
you,
going to
Fidget.
read all the super chats and
Appreciate it.
everything.
Walt wasn't frozen.
Shall I fast forward through the
Bills, I
super
hope
chat?
the Bills, the Jets are not going to do anything.
This is a better paying
All right, let me
version
know
of
if it comes in.
roll call.
Congrats on
Hey,
600.
yeah.
Well.
Hey, tyrants.
If it one weekend.
Yeah. Plus, we're going to be filming some stuff.
By the way, this
the
is
show.
the Shuli Network.
Members
TSN.
content. Absolutely. You guys get first dibs. So we
So
got
that says,
Professor.
fast forward.
It's been an honor and a privilege to have you here with us. Such a funny love on Mike.
These people, Elon, wherever you go, if you're performing in any of the places that any of these people live in, I guarantee they're gonna get front seat, to see you. They're that loyal.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just waiting.
All right. This is what I caught when I came in the room. This is a dunk on stuttering John Melendez, not on the people covering him. He's got on his banner, this content is only for my Patreon and YouTube members. Any authorized use.
Unauthorized.
Any unauthorized use, thank you. Go forward a little bit.
For the first person to come over to me after this and say,
Posting any
"Actually,
clips
on
of
the
this
Stuttering
show
John, I'd love that
without
idea."
the
Like,
express
that'll be
Guarantee
content
it'll happen.
of the
Does
Stuttering
it have
John
live ratings? Do we know if
podcast
there's more than 19 people watching
is
this now?
strictly go ahead with it. Hey, Stuttering John, I'm showing a clip that someone else has showed. Have at it. This reminds me of when Generally Specific tried to tell, because he realized he was being sniped. This is private content, or I can't remember how he worded it, but he was like pouting and saying, "I'll have you stricken down" and all that. Apparently, this is still up. Any comments from?
Well,
people just asked to be laughed at.
Once you put it out on the internet, doesn't fair use come into play?
Exactly.
I mean, it's out there.
It
If
is
it
out
can
there,
be found, it can be used.
right?
I don't know. We didn't have internet when I was going to college and taking law classes. So
I got my law degree from the field latrine,
If you-
reading the graffiti. Yeah.
if you want to know about reusing, the 10 Commandments on stone tablets, that I know.
Which is the original law, right?
Once it gets digital, then I'm out of date on it.
I watched some Gremlins trying to English, and Kaiser goes to court a week from today. All right, we got to. Who do we? I guess Shiz Happens. We'll have that information, right? Or G2. Yeah, I want to see Michael Kaiser suffer. This is one of the funny things SJ does and thinks he's smart on. Yeah, GS2, and I think we saw Kaiser do it too. quite a while ago. They finally figured it out. You put it out there, we can snip it.
By the way, the link I put into chat is for the show we're watching.
There we go. That link right there, the Shuli Network. And they have two kinds of shows. One is where they're dunking on Stuttering John, and one is where they raid people and see how we react.
So you guys were, because obviously I was either at work or going to sleep when you guys got raided.
Yeah.
So you guys were probably pretty, I don't know, disappointing to them because you don't react.
Well, they were kind, so I don't know if they were disappointed or not. But yeah, he explained to us. So did they see how people react? And usually it's negative reactions. And then his audience started saying, "How do we give money to these guys? What's your Cash App? What's your PayPal? Where's your dollar sign?"
He liked that Finkel was laughing along.
Well,
right.
When he did the siren at the anti-Semite thing, I thought he was going to annoy you, but then I saw you doing this with the music, and I'm like, "Whew, okay." Most creators kind of freak out. I guess it's like I don't know about most. I guess the ones that are worthy of making shows about people freaking out. It's like it's kind of like me going out there with a camera. If people ignore me, there's no show. But when people react, then I got some content.
I don't know, if he'd have stuck around long enough, he might have had me dancing a horror.
Dancing what?
Horror.
You're dancing with a whore?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
That's what I heard too.
I'm going to push play.
Wait.
There were 19 people watching live.
Wait. Yeah. Well, Elon said, "I saw you on the Stern Show," so he wasn't even talking about John.
Elon. Elon. Oh, his name's Elon, not Elon Musk. Okay, I got a little triggered there.
No. Because whenever you would appear, people would come in and go, "I heard you on Howard" or whatever.
Right.
You know?
19 people.
Yeah, but John guarantees somebody's gonna be like, "Can I sit front?"
19. That's not bad. Right now, I got 17. So 19 is pretty good.
Center.
Yeah, but those 19 people live next to each other, so they'll be all be at the show.
Yeah, if you play Piscataway, New Jersey, they're all gonna be there.
And I love that he just outs the number. So, do we know if there's more than 19 people watching right now? And let's hear the back pedal from John.
More than 19 people watching this now?
Well, of course there's going to be more.
I'm joking, but do you know numbers now?
Joking.
Elon.
I remember he was trolling the fuck out of him during this interview. It was great.
Regular show. I don't know if you heard. I pranked Donald Trump and got him to call me from Air Force One.
Amazing, yeah.
I made global news.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I've had over 2 million downloads to my show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I think it was one of those things that Trump said sometimes where he just kind of goes on.
If you know, you know. If you don't, sit back and.
Ariel, he stole your line. If you know, you know. Stuttering John is a pretty bad unrecovering alcoholic. I guess that's what you mean, unrecovering. I'm an alcoholic, but yeah, he's not recovering. Okay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. That's Todd wasn't on a set of Ace Ventura. He would never have gotten to do the butt talking. Okay. Who was that? Chicken Fried? Okay, Chicken Fried Smarts Knows Todd. That's a new name to me, but okay.
Enjoy. This is an all-time classic.
Get ready for 19 people to get freaked out.
Had over 2 million downloads.
But this is great with Elon because he's asking a legitimate question. There are 19 people watching us.
Right.
So why are you throwing your resume at me?
Well, because it's already he's defensive because him bringing up the number 19 has hurt his bullshit aura, right? Yeah. Now people know the real number, and he's like, "Oh boy."
And probably Elon.
That is interesting Because Stuttering John is sort of like a legitimate level B celebrity, right?
Level
And
B,
he
I believe so. Yeah.
and he can't get more than 19 people watching him on YouTube.
Coming in and out of the room when I was recording this, I got the idea that he kept getting big breaks and ended up not cutting it. Apparently, he got invited to be a part of the Jay Leno show, and right away went out and bought a house he could not afford, and he didn't last but a couple months of Jay Leno, if I understood the commentary correctly. He's well known apparently, but I wouldn't say very successful. Now, something I can say about Stuttering John and these three panelists, Shuli and was it Mike Morris and the other guy. They seem witty, clever with their comedy, and I guess what you would have to know is some history behind this. Like, if I said generally specific and made a piss in the ass joke, someone just passing through, like, what are you talking about? You have to know who you're dunking on or know something about them. I know very little about Stuttering John, but they seem very with it. Doesn't it get boring? Sometimes I get bored dunking on Todd or dunking on Kaiser or watching other people dunk on them. Apparently their audience is not bored. They're really having a good time with it. Yep, Finkel, that's it. Long time on Stern, Howard Stern, okay. And then suck him in the back offices. He's that guy. Oh, yes, that guy. Okay. I forgot. Did I push pause or did you?
Nickie
was a little pissed because John
Nickie
calls
pushed
it
pause.
as, you come on here, I got all
Right.
these numbers.
Yeah,
here,
like
yeah.
I guarantee this many people want that many people. Not to mention the actual show itself you got to do. Like,
Right.
It's one thing if you go on a show, it doesn't have the viewers you thought it had, but you're having fun. They're doing a good job, whatever. It goes by quick. It's no big deal.
I have a quick impression for you. This is one of those if you know impressions.
Yeah.
I didn't hit the button. It must have been you. I know I didn't hit any buttons. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't hit the button.
I've never.
Yay, shit face. Fucking.
I can
angry.
definitely say it's not me hitting buttons. I don't have that power over here.
I heard you're a button pusher.
I think it was one of those things that Trump said sometimes where he just kind of goes on riffs and says whatever comes to mind. And then, it's like later on, oh, you all right?
What? What was that?
He's wearing jorts.
Oh, wait. He's John Cena? Hold on.
Whatever comes to mind. And then, it's like later on, oh, you all right?
Oh my God, he is.
Oh.
Look how wet that T-shirt is.
Yeah, wow. This is stuff we were so.
I don't think we've ever had this quality on this clip.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
Anybody catching why Stuttering John jump back like that?
I don't know. Was it a spider or something going across his desk? Maybe he'll explain it.
Kind of reminds me of I have to dig for it. I'm not very quick with these. Where is it? Muckster, where is it?
Kind of reminds me of the time that I caught Vegas Phipps on camera. And he tried diving below his desk.
Brain freeze, chat fight, Jizzy.
Josh said it was cockroach.
Cockroach.
Oh, the cockroach. Oh, this one. It kind of reminded me of this one.
He's always been a.
Shut the fuck up!
He's always been a.
Shut the fuck up!
By the way, you made that exact same voice when I told Dirtbag to shut the fuck up.
It's Dickbag, and you guys will make up. You will make up. I know you will. You're both. Neither of you hold grudges. You're very, kind and considerate.
Oh my lord! I'm glad my feet are up because the shit's getting deep in here.
No, you know what? And this has nothing to. this is off the subject of what we're supposed to be doing here tonight.
Okay.
But I really don't usually hold grudges for myself. I hold grudges when people mess with my people. It's
Oh,
like, I mean, like I have not forgiven my brother's ex-wife, who he's fine with, just as an
that's,
example, and
yeah.
other stuff like that. But because I'll have people come to me and go, like say in a couple of months, if Dirtbag would come along and go, hey,
It's dick
I need
bag.
this one. Okay, well, whatever. Um, and this probably won't happen, but I've had this sort of thing happen. He'd go, hey, I was thinking about it, and that night that happened, I realized that I was wrong that night. And I'd be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And people think I lie, but it does. I forget all about it. It's like, obviously I make a bigger impression on them than they do on me. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Fair enough.
Well,
Hey,
you may forget about why you're pissed at someone, but being pissed at them, you generally hold on to that part of it. And then when someone
Um,
reminds you, like, oh, I don't know,
it's
I
a-
was taught how to interview by someone,
yeah.
that
Well,
reminds you why
see,
you're
but see, that was him fucking with one of my people, not with me.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
I was bad mouthing Todd for a long time when we had the shared channel, and Muckster would just like roll his eyes and just like, come on, can we talk about something else? Until John Specific went after one of Muckster's friends. I can't remember who, but then he was like, get him.
Hello, Fac.
And if
Hey,
Dickbag, I almost said Dirtbag, if he came in again, I wouldn't have any problem with him as long as he would let other people fucking talk.
Holy, interrupt us. Okay.
Anyway,
Do not interrupt Muckster.
back
I'm going to
back
push
to our
play.
regularly scheduled program.
Let's see Southern John jump away from a La Cucaracha.
Window and a cockroach got in.
Yeah,
I opened the
That's-
window.
That's not the way cockroaches work. They're not out in the
The
sun.
window.
Going, I can't wait. I'm just walking around in the sunlight.
He opens the window. He's like, psst. He's like,
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
I keep in mind, he's not the guy that lives at the local trailer park. This guy was on famous shows, Jay Leno,
Howard Stern.
Yeah. Well, I like his peace sign.
From what I know about cockroaches, they don't like the sun.
Oh my god! Fucking 2 cockroaches just flew in. You're not gonna believe this. Maybe your downstairs neighbor threw them up through your window. That's the only explanation.
This might be the best John video, just because you have his bad art.
Yeah.
You have his Yankee jersey in the back hanging. You
Yeah.
got
on
sweat.
a hanger. On a hanger.
Yeah, on a
by the way,
hanger. You
not
got sweat.
framed.
Yeah, you got cockroaches. You got the dirty microphone. You got his that fucking hair.
This is prime John right here.
Yeah. Yep.
2 cockroaches walking to a bar.
Right.
Hello,
comes to
bastard.
mind, and then it's like later on. Oh, you all right?
Yeah, hold on a second.
He's pretty nimble, huh? He's like a nimble little sprite.
Yeah, most people are when they're scared.
That leap back is epic.
That's what he would have looked like if Melton had come out of his house.
Oh my god! You know what I was thinking? I was just thinking, it'd be funny if somebody. You ever see those videos of somebody like tying a fake snake to somebody and they think it's
Right.
real? Imagine if you did that with a roach. You just had a roach on a fishing line, a fake roach. And go, "Ah!" He's just running around everywhere.
And you know what? I refuse to believe that's the first time he's seen a roach in his house. So
Chicken Fried
I-
must
you
have put
look
it
so
in the wrong
freaked out.
direction.
It's like, come on, dude, are you playing a game?
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said Chicken Fried must have put it in the wrong direction.
Let me see. I pulled out a scam caller. Ugh. Now I got to shove it back in me.
He was trying to find his phone because it was ringing.
Oh,
and he
oh.
pulled it out. It was a
Okay.
scam caller, damn it. Now he's
Oh,
got
okay,
to shove
gotcha.
it back in, and then the
Okay.
next thing he says is "ouch." So he must not know his directions very well.
Well, he said he has to shove it back in me,
Yeah, that like
like
back in. What?
like he keeps his phone someplace that
In
he
his prison pocket,
enjoys the vibration.
probably.
Context is probably very important here. That's a rough joke, man.
Exactly.
Oh my. All right. Oh, where's my my clip? Oh, that was on the old StreamYard. Okay, all right. Critique, these guys are funny. All right, I'm gonna push play.
Like that should be
no,
like
but- well, he's a pussy. Here's
Yeah.
the thing: is because he lived in New York for all those years in apartments. He had to have seen plenty of cockroaches.
Dude,
The
I
best
saw.
apartments.
Yeah, there were 2 cockroaches in our apartment that used to patrol the apartment on rats. You know, they would
Right.
ride rats around.
wow.
Yeah.
They were good because they kept the other cockroaches out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Holy crap. I opened the window and a cockroach got in.
Man, I was
Now I'm picturing a cockroach riding a rat with a pennant. You know?
What part of the world does this guy live in? Because I'm thinking if you open a window and something that looked like a cockroach flew in, it's probably a water bug. They look a lot like cockroaches, and they're down south, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina area, Louisiana. I don't know. Of
Now,
course.
actually, down there they also have the tree roaches, which do fly in through
Oh,
windows.
okay. All right. 2 cockroaches. Like, oh.
My thing though, like if something like that happens to me, my reflex is to kill the motherfucker, as we used to say back in the mean streets.
Maybe it
Not to
wasn't a Todd
run
sized
away.
cockroach. Yeah, maybe it was a sizable cockroach. I don't know. I like the way he jumped. We should
was
flip
worried you were
that.
having one of those Trump mini strokes or something there.
Holy crap, that just grossed me out, bro. I'm throwing a whole shirt away.
I'm glad you're right. I was a little worried
Why
about
do
you
you
there.
have a shirt? Why are
Oh,
you wiping shit with a shirt?
God, that grossed me out.
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
does anybody know who this guy is?
No one's
It's
heard
Stuttering
or
John.
seen him since.
Oh, the other guy.
Right. And rightly so, because if I was a political pundit, if I was some sort of commentator and I was on a show, and then the guy who was hosting it said, "Hey, so there's some cockroaches on me right now," I probably wouldn't come back to that show.
Hey, man.
Well, see, here's my thing too. It's like, okay, the place is infested. You know, that's very easy. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a country boy, but that's an easy thing to cure.
Oh, it's called gasoline and a match, right?
Exactly. 2 gallons of gasoline. Now, see, match, that's so like
You burn
blue
your house down?
collar. I prefer, like the movies where they always have a Zippo lighter on them and they throw it in there. I don't know why. Why does everybody in the movies throw away perfectly good Zippo lighters instead of like taking the Zippo and lighting the rag on fire like we used to do when we got mad at somebody's house? But yeah,
Mm.
Imagine his wife's
Anyway.
like, "How was the show?" He goes, "Everything was going great till a cockroach popped up." In the interview
Give me 1
with-
second. I gotta jump in this dumpster real quick and find some dinner. What were you talking about, Trump?
Yeah,
Goes
the
to-
interviewer was drenched in sweat, and then a cockroach popped up.
Show took a hard left when he shrieked like a woman at a cockroach. He never really recovered after that.
Holy crap.
And so now, he's kind
Hello,
of
Kelly.
efforts to tell his supporters, be
Well, here we go. That's Aaron Rupar.
Rupa. Okay, all right.
Good to know.
Thank you, beloved.
But look at behind John there. Look at that. What is that? There's just like boxes of shit.
And keep in mind, he'd been there for years already.
Yeah.
He
No,
just
and as a matter of fact, he was like a year away from moving out of that house during this.
right. And I believe one show we watched, he goes, "Great, I don't have to pack anything because everything's still in boxes."
Oh.
sure to go vote.
Now, I can't
So,
say
you know,
much
it's
about
a problem
things
that
being
he
in
created for
boxes
himself.
because I still have things in boxes from when we moved in here over 30 years ago. Granted, the boxes are out in the garage and haven't been looked at in 30 years, but they're still in boxes.
I'm not going to pan my camera over there.
I have stuff in my attic that should not have been carried 2 houses ago. But, you know, that's me. So now on evaluating these guys, I'm sitting here trying to think how to compare them to like other similar type shows we've seen. And I'm thinking maybe not quite as entertaining as Dirty Hippie, but way better than Stone Vet.
Oh, wow.
Assuming Stone Vet's still in the audience. Yeah, I'm liking these guys. I think I'd get more of the humor if I knew Stutter and John better. So I have to watch it more. To tell you the truth, I didn't know anything about Michael Kaiser until people had me watch him and show some old videos of some of his Purple Heart bullshit and his broken tibia, whatever. You know, as I got to know the bullshit stories better, it got easier to make fun of them. But these guys seem really on the game. I don't know. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to open
Yeah.
panel, or what do you want? What do you?
Well, if you want to bring the panel up, but
Okay.
it looks like we don't have a whole lot of show left on there.
Well, this is part one. This is 39 minutes. I got nervous. I was going to run a recording room, so I did part two at 18 minutes, and I came back in. I did part three at 19 minutes, which could take us a while to go through it, but I think they're pretty impressive. We can keep going if you want, or we can talk about other things.
Well, Stone Vet is still in here, so
Should we get him up here and maybe he could tell us a little bit more about the story? Would he be dare be seen up here? Let's put
that's the
link up there.
question: is would he dare to be seen with such losers as us?
I don't know.
Well, we could always kick you out, Nikki, and bring the level up a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take me and Dratsab, and we'll just go on away. He can't come up.
Oh, you don't want to be seen with the losers. Fair enough.
No,
I understand. Someone
really-
clip it and like, oh look, he's hanging out with them.
Well, that's that works out the best. That's just like when you invite somebody to a party when you know they can't show up. So you get credit for the invite, but you don't have to put up with their stupid ass, you know.
Fair enough. But still listening. Should we continue play, or should we go farther into the show in the 40 through 58 minutes, or the hour and up to hour and 20 minutes?
We'll finish this one off because it's
okay
most of the way through, and maybe we'll see more cockroaches.
I'm going to push play and hope I don't see any cockroaches.
Is there another cockroach invading your space?
I mean, if I ever did a show where a guest had to ask me, is that another cockroach? I'd be like, how about we end this show?
Look at that hair. So that's before, totally vain John.
Yeah, the hair on the side of his face there, that kind of looks like cockroach hair, doesn't it? All right.
I wouldn't know. I've never been that close to them to examine them.
Where it's thinning, even on the side. Like, look at that.
It's gone. What do you mean thinning? It's gone. Yeah, well, again, he didn't even have a green screen. Like, he was He was open and showing us everything. This is why this was the great time. You know.
Well, he would sit down at the hairdresser and go, "Can you make me look slimy?"
I want people to look at me and think that guy's going to hit me up for money. That's the look I'm looking for.
Who gets
I
bald
want
from the
everyone to
side?
think just got hatched.
Who? The guy in the yellow shirt.
From
That's
an
kind
egg.
of weird.
Is that is there a look for that?
Yeah.
My favorite new nickname, Paulie Small Nuts. Yeah, I love that.
But this is how dumb John is. Either he's lying, which is a very good possibility, or he thinks that there's roaches on the outside of the wall of his apartment, which they don't. They don't go out in light. So they were probably in the box behind him, crawling around, finding dark enough spaces, and then popped up.
They do like cardboard.
Mike, there's so much garbage in his house, on his table, on the floor. There's pizza boxes. There's old containers of food. There's cockroaches everywhere. That thing could have crawled out of anything.
Right.
You know,
could have been his shirt.
Yeah.
Usually cockroaches stay in the kitchen area, like where there's a lot of food or whatever. You put on the lights, they scatter. You know how that works. But it's
if
they're
food
everywhere.
yeah.
That nasty hair on the mic. Oh, please. Mike's microphone back then. He had bugs on it. He had hair, cats.
We're celebrating. Fuck it. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, there's his old cover. It's good. Mike's mic wasn't making any noise.
There you go.
Good.
Yes.
I think it was you who paused it.
No, actually, it is paused. Okay, I thought maybe it hit the end of the thing.
Underwear to guide.
Oh, it was the end. Okay, all right. Should we go on to the next one? Remove from studio. Present. That was part one. Okay, part two. Video.
By the way, when you're doing them off the hard drive, you can line a bunch of them up down there. You don't have to do them one at a time.
Oh.
It's not the same as when you're doing tabs.
Okay, let me do that. Present video file. Thank you. That's part three. Okay, part two and part three. All right, we're going to do part two first. That's not really a part. It's just when I stopped recording because I was multitasking. I didn't know how long I could record off of a snipping tool. All right, let's go.
We know your name. We know your social security number.
Wow.
We know where you live.
That's
I might
right.
divulge the state at the end of the show of where you live.
Does this remind you of GS and Kaiser and some others? We know your information, and we're going to put it out there.
Yeah, kind of like that lawsuit that are being extradited to Kentucky. I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's true. April 20 days will be my anniversary for being extradited to Kentucky.
Wait,
One
that
year
didn't
anniversary.
happen, did it?
Let me see. I heard somebody is waiting. Who is that that's waiting? I suck at pulling these up. There it is.
I hope old Sarge Finkel goes to prison. I'll wait.
Yeah. Wonder if he's ate enough cookies to make his waiting worthwhile.
That's some weight. Okay. SJ does malicious doxing if you make fun of him. Nya, boo boo, you can dox me. Actually, if you want to dox me, you have to go to Stone Vet. He sent me stuff once. He knows where I live. Rico's for everyone. Yes. All right, I'm going to push play. This guy's threatening to dox somebody. Wow.
But I know who you are. Thank you, private investigator. Thank you very much.
I'll call you PI for sure.
Call you brother-in-law for long.
Have a good day, Carrie.
We know who you are. The person might even be here in the chats right now. But I'll promise you one thing.
What's that?
On Tuesday's show,
I'm going to
that
forget.
person is going to be So that
Peace Dynamo. About a year ago, almost in 20 days, it'll be a year ago, I was goofing around, amateur trolling, and there was a guy on Kaiser's channel called JJ Scarborough. JJ Scarborough's a jailer in Meade County, Kentucky.
Pull your thing
And
down so we can see your face.
oh, okay. JJ is a jailer in Meade County, Kentucky, and he became real well known just by everyone sniping Kaiser. And so I thought I'd be funny, and I found a news story on the Department of Justice busting Johnson and Johnson. And so I put a little teaser out there that I have a document from the DOJ showing that JJ embezzled funds, distributed narcotics, and a whole bunch of other crimes that Johnson and Johnson was accused of doing by I called it JJ, and I put it up on my community. Well, now they call it your post, and people saw it and they reported it back to JJ, and JJ and Kaiser did this whole show on writing up charges on me, Rico charges, conspiracy, all kinds of bullshit. So JJ, I do think he is a criminal. Actually, the real JJ Scarborough is really, he went bonkers. He really is a criminal. He's getting away with it because of his position. One of the famous things about him is he completely emptied a magazine for a guy rolling through a stop sign, and he's not even law enforcement. He's law enforcement within his jail, but outside the jail, he's not law enforcement. He's slimy. He's fucked up. But they tried to. I don't know if they really thought they were pressing charges or if they wanted to scare me and say they were pressing charges. But they did this whole show on pressing charges on me, and that was April 21st, 2024, and I'm still not extradited to Kentucky.
Hello, Freeman Press. And speaking of Freeman Press, if you want to know anything about JJ and the Meade County Jail, you can ask him. He actually has a channel, and he's the one who puts all the statistics and the math that it was JJ and Kaiser who said that people couldn't do math. Freeman Press puts that information out.
Okay,
so
I shall have to check that out. I've seen the name before. Cool. We owe a lot to Freeman Press. Okay, I shall have to. I have so many YouTube channels, so little time. I want to watch them all. I like that pause face. Oh, the clip, the thumbnail for this live stream. That's a great pause face. But I'm going to push play now.
Person is amongst us right now.
Enjoy your freedom in my chat because come Monday, you're blocked.
Sure, I can back it up just a little bit. You'll notice
Oh, he's in the chat now, but he's going to block him a few days later. That's cute. Stone Vet is leaving us now, so we can't talk about him anymore. Hopefully, I hope they raid Toddler. That would be funny. If anybody sees them raid Toddler, give me the text, give me the calls, or record it. That would be fun. All right. Should I push play again? There's an echo here. Did I record this with the mic on, with the mute off?
No, I think they put an echo on him.
Okay. All right. Because I realized the preview for this show, there was an echo, and I'm like, yeah. Sometimes when I use the snipping tool, I forget to click the mic button so it mutes. And
I think because their voices were clear, aren't they?
I don't know. Let's listen.
No, they have an echo on theirs.
Oh, okay, then it was you.
It might be my recording.
John's a patient man.
Oh, yes.
Get the whole thing?
Yep. The louder he gets, the louder.
Yeah, it's echoing all the way through. Shall I go into the third part?
I had to do a takedown.
It's funny, like I can understand him, but the echo totally distorts the other guys.
Oh, so it might be them, not me?
No, I think it was
blame
probably
them,
you.
not me.
It's always you.
It's a bad echo. Well, it's a bad echo. I'm going to move on to part 3. Let me see. Let's remove that from stage. And There's part 3.
Dummy.
So I have talked about this monster.
Is that
I don't
better?
touch my penis ever. I don't. I use my underwear to guide. I don't touch.
Well, not again.
I don't touch my penis.
There's a delicate balance here because he also it wears off, I guess, because at some point in these episodes he's like,
Right.
Well, the booze takes over.
right.
The booze takes over where the coke starts to fizzle out.
Thanks, message.
Fucking ignoramus. I'm a cum pig.
It was because I was accepted by the national community as a good guy, something he's craven all his life, which
It sounds like thank me for my service. Just saying.
as you could see, is indicative of his show now, where he just has celebrities on and he kisses their ass. That is what happened. And I'm sorry, I came really out of the boat on fire here, but that's the way.
I came
Out of the boat. I know I have that. I know I have that.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
I apologize. I came out of the boat on fire.
That is what happened. And I'm sorry, I came really out of the boat on fire here.
I came really out of the boat on fire.
Wow,
Just a
there's
little
so
bit.
much, so much wrong with that.
I really
Come
came
on,
out of the
Mike.
boat on fire.
But that's the way I am.
No,
if you're gonna book me and put me in a nice hotel, I'm gonna fucking deliver here.
Yeah, deliver. You just be you. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
I don't care. But I
That's
guess the point.
Hold on. So that's what it takes for him to do his job is to get put up in a nice hotel room.
No, not his job, Zen. You want him to trash somebody. If you want him to attack somebody, his loyalty comes down to, you gonna fly me out and put me in a hotel? I'll say whatever the fuck you want me to say about a person. That's what he just said right there.
Yeah.
Unless I'm crazy.
That gives me an idea. Todd Bryant, want me to fly you out here to Alexandria and put you up in the hotel?
And then that way he can meet you on the battlefield.
Yes.
This wrong. You want me to perform? I'll perform. Be funny. Why do you have to shit on people? Isn't that a performance?
I will play for pay.
Right. I will say for pay. You've heard of gay for pay. I will say anything for pay.
I gotta say, they do the voice pretty well. And I don't.
Do you like that cocaine, John? It's from the planet Zorgon.
Oh, is he a coke addict too? A coke user?
Do a couple of these, boys. I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right. Jax.
Look at everybody else having to pee tonight, huh?
I used to back in the
Fake one for me.
The last I was be on your arm where it goes up.
Is it a baby's arm holding an apple?
Did it taste like barbecue sauce? I gotta know. That's him, not me.
Could you limbo under it? If you had to, gun to your head. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
That room for John would be ideal for a home gym. Unfortunately, he's too broke. Yes.
I'm curious, is this the he's always on the second floor, so that cockroach flew in through the window on the second floor?
It looked like a different place though.
Oh. Yeah, looking in through the window, it does look like a tidier place. Okay. Okay.
10 World War. Harley Race. And then
for show.
18 months. Smallest using the Three Stooges. Ideas from. This is due. Thank you for the two.
Big Brenda
Thank
Pearl.
you, Send fam.
I am still laughing that Karma's helper called me and Lola out for not going to Todd's chat and talking smack there. What's the point? They're going to ban you within 5 minutes. When they time out and block anyone who says anything in chat. Insane? I don't know who. Oh, Karma's Help. Oh, that Karma's Helper is one of the Kaiser people. Ah, okay. All right. I distract easily. All right. I'm going to push play.
So close.
The way Don these impressions, you think there's a real person. Yes. He is the only person I can think of who has.
How I've helped a lot of stutterers. I've cured, a lot of kids.
Look at this fucking dummy.
All right, so if he
Then you go, okay,
cured
John.
kids, why didn't he cure himself? He still does it.
Now, I came in the room and I noticed this. This guy has a lot in common with Todd. Do you see? Can you see my pointer? Probably not. Okay. In the back row, right to left, you see a guy with a white t-shirt, a guy with a black t-shirt, and moving to left, you see Stuttering John. He is the shortest guy in there. That's just like generally specific. All right.
Yes, thank you, Mike, for stopping it right there because he just slid that in there. I cured all my kids. Really, you did?
Yeah.
Like you're the secret that nobody knew about.
Right.
Got it.
The only thing he's cured people of is alcoholism in this chat.
Yeah.
Tons.
Actually made people stop drinking.
There's a stat he can throw out that no one would ever argue. That people be like, "This guy's right. Look at him. I don't even want to drink right now. He's good. This guy's good.
This guy's good."
Is yesterday's Todd Live still there, or did he hide it behind the paywall? He's been hiding a lot of it behind paywall after he's done with the stream.
Oh, he probably hid it.
Yeah.
I guess I can go check.
It's not important. We'll get to Todd on another stream. All right, I'm going to push play. Oh, he hit it. Okay, he hit it.
A lot of kids.
Yeah, that's a good point. Don't take no for an answer. Specifically with women, do not take no for an answer.
Wow. Look at this fucking dummy.
Then you go, okay, John, but you didn't have any network TV gigs. Okay.
Look at him.
Oh, there's my guitar. Okay.
There he is.
You see what that says right there? You see what that says? Pro Football Arm Wrestling Championship. Not only was I a writer on there, I was a correspondent.
It's like me holding up the toilet from the Craptacular going, can you not understand what this means?
And I was the host. Like Ryan Seacrest is for me.
Yeah, that's why he's behind everybody. That's where they put the hosts. They dress up for the thing, too.
Good observation.
Did he brag about being the writer on a show that is the Pro Football Arm Wrestling Championship?
Yes. A lot of details in that writing.
Yes.
It's like
I think they comment on that.
It's like Rico says, dude, I'm going to pin you. Bruno says, no, dude, I'm going to pin you. Rico says, no, you. It's like, okay.
American Idol, I was all that rolled into one. And I made a nice chunk of change. And that was only a couple of years ago. And it aired on CBS, national CBS.
The Ryan Seacrest of arm wrestling.
Thank me for my service. I was a scout. I was the eyes and ears. I was the tip of the spear.
I guess.
It'll never.
I don't know. It was a comment.
Everybody loves a bragger. Everyone loves a bragger. What was the comment?
I was talking to Mr. Nickie, talking about
okay.
generally specific and hiding his videos. He says that the video from 21 hours ago is still up.
Oh, wow. That's a record for recent times. All right. He was the foreskin. All right. We're losing focus here. We're focusing on Stuttering John and Uncle Rico. he was the foreskin. Oh, okay. I'm having
First
too much
and
fun.
last. Handsomely, and I did a great job. And just so you know, just to add another job that I've had
Oh my God, he always has a beer in his hand.
since the Tonight Show, I wrote for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
I love this question, and it's a valid one. How the fuck do you write for
Called it, Muck. You called it.
arm wrestling?
Oh, listen, I've done these gigs, and it's coming up next. It's this guy, and,
Right.
you might have seen him on. It's basically
nothing.
It's secretarial.
Yeah, it's like traffic cop shit. You're just
Yeah.
moving segments
Right.
along, right? Yeah.
Coming up next,
Right.
and after the break, we'll be seeing.
Hey, you guys know that I wrote for the Dabbies at DabbleCon too? Yeah. I didn't want to toot my own horn, but since we're all
What's a
going
Dabby?
through our resumes here.
Now that's a credit.
Yeah.
Writer.
We're never going to tell you what he wrote.
No.
And it wasn't a lot, but he did
Very,
write
very,
a couple
very-
things.
It's very racist.
Yeah. And then there was Footlong Italian Hero. He wrote that. That was-
I ate that.
Oh, yeah, wrote it, ate it, produced it, created it, wrote it, created it, and directed it into his mouth.
I didn't say I was a writer. I said that's on my writer.
Oh.
Italian Hero.
It's another good point. Arm wrestling without writing is like AM radio without video.
These
It's
guys
never
got
gonna
jokes.
work.
Okay. And I produced a bunch of drop-ins for Kareem and got to work with him. And we had a great time. And he wrote me and signed
Now, surely,
Yeah.
do you notice how there's only two people looking at the camera? It's John and a woman who appears to be unaware that a photo is being taken.
Right.
Everyone else has their backs to the camera.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's Dr. J, Julius Irving, right
Mhm.
there.
That
When I was
lady?
No, the guy in the.
When I
And once again, like Todd, he's the shortest dude in the room.
was on the Tonight Show, I worked a lot with Kareem and Half and Splendor.
You guys know the Latin artist Latte?
Loves me. Kareem, LA Laker jersey that hangs over my bed.
On a hanger.
Douchebag.
Hangs over my bed.
Yeah, baby. Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John podcast.
Oh, it's a fake background. It's not really his balcony. Over here on the right, that's inside, and then you can see where the green screen is. That's the pretty balcony outdoor area. Okay. Thank you, John.
Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John podcast. This is the beer on the balcony edition. They get my green screen. I'm very excited.
Oh, he makes it at least.
Oh,
Okay.
no. He unplugged his mic. I remember this.
This guy was a professional. That's why I work for free. I'm on the same level as this guy. All right.
Stupid.
All right.
This was voted people's favorite episode.
Ooh.
I just wanted to come on to apologize to everybody. I've been going through a lot of stuff lately. It's mostly my fault, and sorry to my kids. Sorry, was it muted? I'm not saying that again.
He goes, I just want to be honest for once. And he just says all the honest
Yeah.
things, all the
Yeah.
truthful stuff. And he's like, and I'll never say it again.
Oh, it wasn't on? Oh, there you are.
I'm a scared little man. I have no real comedic talent. I've been lying most of my life. What? Oh, I'm muted?
Yeah, it just comes.
Yes, as I understand it, he used to work for Howard Stern and then got put in the back and then got forgotten. As I understand it. That's the
He's
guy.
back and you just hear him go, am I glad he's dead? No. But, and that's it. That's all you hear.
Did I have a choice?
Right. Did I have a choice?
Sorry about that.
Now, he keeps bragging about how famous he is. Jay Leno, he was a writer on the arm wrestling show. He was Howard Stern, blah, blah, blah. Yet he's on YouTube, just like so many others, wanting people to send him money. Apparently, he's not as successful as he wants us to believe. Jay Leno hired Stuttering John as a FU to Howard. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All I know is Jay Leno does Doritos commercials and has a lot of cars. And a disgustingly large chin. Okay.
Didn't get unplugged. Let me grab my beer.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Fudgesicle. For younger dabblers, there was a time where Uncle John only drank on camera for beer on the balcony shows once a week. Yes.
Wow.
It really was the reason why he loved doing beer on the balcony.
Yeah.
Because he
It's a progressive disease.
could sit there and drink.
Yeah, and he was like, "Ma, that's why I call it beer on the balcony, because I can drink on it. You can't stop me on this."
I don't want to do it on this, but it's in the title.
You want me to get?
Oh, man. Beer on the balcony. When I was in Schweinfurt, I lived on the first floor, and for a while I was in the battalion S3, and a guy I knew in Brigade S3 lived across the street on the third floor. And we were both such bad alcoholics, we would just go out on our respective porches and just sip our German beer, and every now and then look at each other and kind of it was sad. Sad. Just wife inside bitching. I guess his wife was probably inside bitching too, but she was out of my earshot. I'm going to push play.
Sued for false advertising.
The FAA's on my ass.
They want Coors, Ma. These people are crazy.
That's why on Wednesday I do cocaine on the car seat. You know, I can't help it. It's just what they want me to do.
But welcome to Bump in the Buick.
Because it wouldn't be beer on the balcony without a beer. So here we go. My Patreon and YouTube members, go.
I mean, what came first, the beer or the balcony?
Right. His other shows he was going to try and do is beer and cooking, beer and writing, beer
Beatles in the basement,
staring at the screen. These are all shows he was. This one stuck.
Well, it could have been beer in Atlantis, because he's not in Atlantis either, and he doesn't have a balcony.
Come, pig.
I tried beer and financially supporting my kids. It didn't work.
Nobody watched that.
Yeah. Failed pilot.
Worst intro ever.
Was that John really dancing? Man, those colored sure can dance, huh?
No.
Oh, I've been listening.
Finally, the truth is coming out. 4 of the best-selling blood pressure medications can cause...
Oh.
What's happening?
What is happening?
He had a new sponsor. Oh, no, again? I don't even remember this one.
Oh, come on. We've all accidentally muted. The best of us have accidentally muted. Are you asleep, Muckster? Muckster.
He's asleep, probably.
All right.
The best of us, yes, you're right, have muted. Or have come back and not realized that they're muted.
Who dis?
You sleep on your time. This is company time.
If
Nickie
you
made
think
me
we're
do it.
more interesting.
Should we call it a show?
No, I'm good now. It's
Oh,
what I
okay.
needed.
All right. I'm going to push play again. The blue line says we're almost there. Where we it's a 19-minute and we're 12 minutes into it. But we can cut it off anytime you guys want to and move on to another topic if you want. Like, don't go to Todd's chat. They want you to go where they have power they abuse. Yeah, that's why, if you want to make fun of what he's saying, record it and commentate it on it. Fuck that chat shit because, yeah. It also helps his algorithm when you're in the chat. So, no, he doesn't get that favor from me. Karma's helper has severe brain damage. Yes, I would agree with that.
Well, if that's true, that's why she fits right in over there.
Yeah, a perfect fit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we've all muted. The best of us have muted.
You're going to check and the whole.
Oh,
Now the
I got
green
text.
screen's off again.
Yeah, fix the mic that is not working. Yeah.
It's like a Three Stooges. Or like not a cartoon. There's a hole in the boat. He plugs it up, and another one pops. And all of a sudden, his arms, his legs, everything's spread out.
His whole show is whack-a-mole.
I'm gonna go past the muted part.
Maybe if I keep talking to you, you might hear me.
I'll talk louder.
Right. I'll yell.
Yeah.
I'll talk slower.
Yeah.
Let me hit mute.
There you go.
You hit mute so nobody can hear anybody.
Oh my god. Okay. So Stern John's hosting the guy with the goatee. The guy with the goatee can't hear him, so he's going to mute himself so he can hear him. All right.
That's perfect. Now we got a Mum and Chance show.
What's this button that shows scissors going in a pair of ears? Let me click on that real quick.
Oh, you jerk off.
Tell me they're both.
I see you. I just don't hear you. I don't know why.
Discount Negan, somebody says.
The angle on that thumb.
Wow. Hold on.
Saw that?
Go back.
That's a nice
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, that's my IT thumb. That's when I'm searching for the solution to the problem.
I can do it, but it's really uncomfortable. It's like,
Of course.
Yeah. Can you make an isosceles triangle with your thumb? Because I can.
Its hand positions are all shadow puppet positions. You know, it's like you just picture that on a wall. You go, all right, that's a turkey. He's making a turkey right now.
Hi, Linda.
There we go. Now we're both nice. There we go.
This is the political show I want to hear.
He just went, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you hear me?
This was the silent film era of the Stuttering John podcast.
We could put him on chat and play. Movie night.
You follow?
Yeah. John, I have a toothache. Can you hear me? I think my wisdom teeth are coming in. Can you hear me? Hello.
I know how to fix this. I'm going to quit podcasting. Thank you.
How long does this go on?
Sonny's got so much to say.
There we go. There we go.
There we go.
Now everybody can hear me.
Look at his hand. What he just did there. That's not natural. That's like Simeon.
Listening?
Yeah, who does that?
Well, when he gets nervous, remember, he starts digging the thumb into certain fingers and parts of his hand.
Right, but to keep this at that angle for any amount of time, I mean, it's not. It's you have to think
unless you're Wolverine. I don't see a reason for your hand to be like that.
Well, I mean, I've seen some people with a helmet and a drill cup do that.
Oh,
that's true. That's true.
Not John.
Those people got it together.
Right.
John's a mess.
Yeah.
But my
Those people
microphone
live-
is
those people live a
still.
fucking
There
life.
we go. Now it'll
You
work.
they enjoy life.
Yeah.
And people enjoy them.
Yeah.
That's
All
true.
right, here we are. Here's pay 100
and 30
the duct tape. on the microphone.
I was deeply hurt when they made fun of the tape on the mic. Why you got to make fun of the tape on the mic? That's just below the belt. All right, it works.
5. Look at this microphone rig.
This was the DIY days phase of the Star John podcast.
Jimmy rigged this thing because it keeps on falling off.
Jimmy rigged. What do you think he wanted to say?
Oh, I know what he
Oh yeah, Massapequa represent.
I
know a black guy named Jimmy.
Jimmy
so I
rigged.
can-
It's not. Yeah, right. That's probably the name he picked because he knew a black guy named Jimmy. I guarantee it.
It's not Jimmy rigged, it's Jerry rigged, right?
Right.
Jim,
I don't know a black guy named Jerry.
Yeah.
I know
I gotta
a
get it.
guy named Jerry, but it's
Yeah.
not the same.
Together here. I got to go to Sam Ash and buy some new stuff.
There you go.
It's not because I don't have the money. It's just because I'm lazy.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And
It's because I'm an asshole. See you there, Sam Ash.
It's a guy who lives under the bridge named Sam Ash. Who he gets all this.
Right. And people always say,
This looks like someone is choking the life out of him.
That's
right
a great.
now.
Is that the one I used for the? Is that the one I used for the thumbnail? That's awesome. I love that picture.
Or his spacesuit has a leak somewhere, and it's like what's the fucking Schwarzenegger movie where the eyes pop out at the Total Recall?
Total.
He's got that Trump lip purse. Not to blow up your notice, but France is our oldest enemy.
Recall, yeah. I
Yeah.
will give him this. He's doing a different character for him and your for you and your daughter.
Right.
You know, he has a different face. Which
Would be
usually-
great if he did this, where he turns to one way and then turns the other way and keeps doing that.
But usually when he does like Forrest Gump, he'll go, "Oh yeah, Forrest Gump." I'm going, you know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't change anything.
Aldo with a great reminder. Remember, this was a free hotel room. He had to beg to get a room. Yes. Thank you, Aldo. All right, let's go.
You're wearing will go away. That food that I put in the trough for your mom, that'll go away.
Trough.
Food in the trough for your mom.
And now for another episode of Psychosis Theater.
I mean, I need to watch Stuttering John daily because that's the only way I know how to make a living. But Daddy, like who are these other guys? Because I looked up this guy, Philip.
Do you think he does this fantasy because he just wants to call me daddy? 'Cause
He
wants
knows
me-
he knows that you own him. So
Right.
this is his way of fighting back. It's like an adolescent. When,
But there's also, if you read,
And that's as far as I got in the recording. I think Shuli, you asked us to review. In my opinion, off of part of one show, you guys are on your game. You do a pretty good show. It's probably better for the audiences who know Stuttering John better. Stuttering John, you're a fucking moron. You're up there with Kaiser and Generally Specific and what they call it, Laugh Out Loud Cal, Low Cal. Yeah. So I guess when I'm bored, I just watch Stuttering John just for something to laugh at. But that's just my opinion. What does the rest of the panel think?
I mean, they do work together really good. You know, Sully and his two co-hosts, they work together really good. They can feed off of each other. You know, they kind of know where each other's going. Oh, wait, are we talking about them or us? No, I'm like you. If I had been watching Stuttering John from the beginning, I would probably find it even more hilarious. I do know Stuttering John from, you know, Howard Stern and Jay Leno, but I kind of lost track of him and quit worrying about him, I guess, after he was gone. So,
Yeah.
I'm kind of missing that in between. But yeah, I like their show for not ever seeing
Yeah.
it before.
I also like their bit where they raid other channels and see if they can trigger them and throw money at them. I like that. I think I'm going to have to hire them and Muckster.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
But before you go, what is your opinion?
Well, they keep it moving. That's
They
one
do.
good
Yeah.
thing.
They've got energy, and yeah, they're. I think they're on the. I'm sorry, your opinion, not mine.
You know, I always drives me nuts when I watch those people that'll be reviewing somebody. I forget what's that one guy's name, Finkel something, where they'll pause the tape every 15 seconds, and it's like, come on, let us hear another sentence first.
Yeah, and they tend not to get distracted by the chat. It's
Yeah.
like they put it all in clumps, you know, like Stone Vet was saying, where they read all of their super chats at once. You know.
They're fast and funny with the jokes. I think they're professional comedians. I could be wrong, but I think they're talented comedians. I don't know if they're professional or not. I like them too. Yeah, I did too. I wish the other night we were monetized because they wanted to throw money at us. My butt hurts from sitting so much. Do we?
See, now he's all butthurt because we like them better than him.
Yep.
Shall we change the format to edit? Edit. Open panel. There we go. Oh. Whoa. That's no.
That's not the one you wanted.
Save. Save. Oh, I suck at this. There we go. Show.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So come on up. Make fun of us. Make fun of Uncle Rico. Make fun of Stuttering John. Make fun of whoever you want to make fun of. Oh. Do we know if Senator Corey's still at his filibuster? He was at like 21, 22 hours last time I looked. He started at 7 yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like he's still going.
He's still going. Holy shit! That's the new record. Strom Thurmond had the record. 24 hours and a few minutes, 19 minutes or something. He's at yeah. All right. Well, of course you agree with us. We are always right, except for when we disagree with each other. I enjoyed the shows and think the rating is great. I enjoyed when they showed up the other day. I did too. That was fun. I'm like, what the hell are these names? They had some strange names.
Yeah,
So is it past your bedtime,
like I was saying, it surprised me that you even noticed the names, because there's times when, you know, I've been watching you and I felt sorry for you and had to come up and get you redirected into where you were trying to go.
I did. I felt bad lately that I've noticed I'm not keeping up with the chats very well. All right, let's actually I didn't do the I think I do much better when I recorded stuff than when I try to share a screen. Let me see. Speaking of our what's his name? Stuttering John, generally specific. Let's see. Oh, he's not live. Okay. But he did a show called The Usual Suspects, Blackmail, and the Program 21 hours ago. What about Subpar Gaming? Is he on Subpar Gaming? Ready? He's not live on Subpar Gaming either. All right. He must be going through his 10-minute break between streams. So how's everyone else doing? All right.
I have noticed there's a couple people like that who they're on just about 24 hours a day.
Mhm. Well, we tried it for a while, but we took turns, and we sometimes we left old stuff playing while we all did other things. But yeah, to the best of my knowledge, Todd Bryant is on panel more hours of the day than anybody else I'm aware of. Actually, on
Yeah,
panel.
that's what I mean. It wasn't like the channel being on for 24 hours. It's that
Right.
actual person being on. It's like any time of day you look and it's like, okay, now they're showing themselves having dinner. It's it's like
One of the funny things I remember JJ saying on Kaiser's channels, I really feel sorry for Finkel. He doesn't have a life. He's running that stream 24/7. Okay. Pity me.
was surprised though when I was looking through shows. We had a few shows that we went like 7 and 8 hours.
Like my drive to New York or my drive back from New York.
Well, there was those, but there were also ones where we're just like talking forever.
Yeah, just talking. That's what we do. We talk. Does he ever live stream other than his basement or at Chris's court? Let me think. Chris's court, basement, 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 Chris's court, basement, basement. Yeah, no. Oh,
The chickens, he did live stream going out with the chickens.
no. His house is on the side of a hill. The front side of his house, it's basement, and on the back side of the house, the basement has it's on the ground level. So I don't know technically if you're in the backyard, is that considered a basement because you're below the. He didn't do live stream. He was on a live stream a while back. Some of the folks on YouTube went out to Asheville, North Carolina area, and they were doing charity work, helping people recover from
Hurricane
the
Helene.
hurricane. Todd went and hung out on the live streams and went out there with the camera. He didn't do anything to actually help people. I think his wife made him go because he was driving her crazy. He's like, get the fuck out of the house. Go do something. But yeah, live stream for him hosting a live stream. Never seen it outside of the courthouse or the basement or the backyard. Yeah. Of course, granted, I don't watch him as much as he's on. No one could possibly. It's funny. He'll have like an 8-hour stream, and I'll peek in the first hour and make a comment, leave, come back 6 hours later, peek in. I'm like, holy shit, you're on all day. And he's like, well, you're watching me all day. I'm like, no. He left. Yeah, he actually left the state. Of course, JJ drove. I don't. Does Todd drive? I don't know.
Well, he has to drive if
Mhm.
he is showing up at Chris's court.
Fair point. Fair point.
Oh, he also did live stream the ethics commission. him and my brother's keeper.
They're
I
actually
think.
at the ethics and recording.
Yeah, they were
right?
outside. Yeah, they were
Oh,
outside in the
okay.
truck.
Was that's the courthouse?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was
All
at
right.
the courthouse.
Okay.
Chris was in the Walmart parking lot. Tiffany was inside.
Right.
And
that's
yeah,
all I
because
remember.
that's the time that JJ had the restraining order against Chris.
Oh, restraining order. Oh. You afraid of Chris there, JJ? He scare you? Mm. That's usually why people get restraining orders, right? They're fearful. I'm not making fun of everyone who's afraid of somebody, but yeah,
No, he wasn't. They were not allowed in.
yeah.
But they did show up there.
He did go to one of the Meade County courts, stalking Chris again, and he overheard Chris telling the lawyer, "Yeah, that's the alcoholic there." He got so triggered by that. I've never seen a non-alcoholic get so triggered by being called an alcoholic. What a point of sale. That's what POS stands for. Is point of sale. What a point of sale. Piece of shit. Yeah.
Oh, and in case anyone who may be listening now or in the future, the Generally Specific did serve me with a cease and desist via cell phone. However, it does say that I am not to contact him. I am to lose his number, and the only way to contact him is through a lawyer. So it does not say I can't talk about him or anything else. It just says I cannot contact him. So anybody who wants to go and tell, be my guest.
You left a voicemail or?
No, a text message.
Oh, text message.
Yes.
Oh. It's a texted cease and desist.
Yes.
All those hours and hours and hours that Kaiser, JJ, and Generally Specific did making fun of Chris and Tiffany's do-it-yourself cease and desist.
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
text message.
A text
Well played,
message.
Todd. Well played.
Yes. I can, yeah. It says, lose my number and consider this an official request that you cease and desist any future communications with me unless it is through a lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wait 24 hours and reply, bite me.
I haven't.
Okay.
Hi, Cart.
It's not real, Nikki. It's a fake. So fake.
Remember when Vip sent you a supposed letter, email from a lawyer about something or other?
Yes, that's right. No, I had put out an offer if anyone could get me a picture of Vegas VIPs, I would pay them $100. He heard about that, and he sent me an email claiming that he would sue me if I showed his picture. And he would out my name. He had a name for me. Can't remember the name, but he thought he had my real name, and he said basically, dear real name or fake real name or attempted dear other, not David Finkel, but he called me by the name he thought I was, and he says if I showed his picture, he would out me and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
So he didn't actually know Robert Miller.
Robert Miller, Norman.
I didn't see Lupe in here.
Lupe is in here, and I thought of her the other day. I was listening to NPR, and they made reference to Our Lady of Guadalupe. And I'm like, is that Guadalupe guacamole? I don't know. Are you some kind of Catholic saint? I don't know. JJ's letter was not proper cease and desist, but a text cease and desist. No, this was Generally Specific cease and desist, delivering a cease and desist to Nickie. JJ's cease and desist was something that Chris tried to hand to him in person, and he walled it up and threw it on the ground, and then he mailed it to him, and there's the whole thing about the fake letter and all that. And yes, I am losing my mind. I know context. I'm talking about GS. Oh, Muckster. Yeah, Muckster is losing his mind. Yeah. Anyway, 8 p.m. and Corey's still going. Peekaboo. YouTube. Wish I had C-SPAN. They would have a clock, right? Oh my God, he's still going. Wow. 25 hours. Way to go, Senator Booker. Way to go.
I would
All
run
right.
out of things to talk about.
You think he's got to piss sometime, right? How do you go 25 hours? Is he wearing a diaper?
Mhm.
I can't go 25 hours without taking a piss.
Every time I checked in on it, and sometimes I'd listen in for 20 minutes or half hour,
Yeah.
he was actually like on subject instead of just like standing
Incoherent.
there
Yeah.
reading from Mark Twain or something. He was actually talking issues.
Yeah, like the Ted Cruz filibuster. Red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
I was going to say, didn't somebody read Dr. Seuss? Yeah.
Actually, I think it wasn't one fish. It was green eggs and ham. I do not like green eggs and ham, Sam. I am. Those were some great books. It turns out Dr. Seuss was a racist and he had some not so great books, but the ones we all know were great books. Ted Cruz. Eduardo Cruz. He doesn't like to being called Eduardo, but that's his given name. And a spineless non-man. This is a guy who Trump attacked his wife and his deceased father, and now Ted Cruz is kissing Trump's ass. Man, if I was Mrs. Cruz, I'd be pissed. That's not how you stand up for your wife.
I said, they were always wanted Obama's birth certificate to prove he was American. At the time, I said I wanted Ted Cruz to prove he was actually a Texan because I couldn't see any Texan letting that stuff go by.
You're right. You're right.
Exported him to you with pleasure.
Yeah, Cruz was born in Canada.
Oh, right. I thought he was Cuban. No, his father was Cuban. That's right. His father was Cuban, and
he ran off to hide in Canada after killing Kennedy.
Yeah, it had something to do with the Kennedy murder. Yeah. Oh, I said murder.
Oh no. You're
Well,
going to
she
get
didn't say rape.
demonetized.
All right. You can keep Cruz. You can keep Justin Bieber. Send us Shania Twain. We'll take Shania Twain.
No, 7 Cities. I can't say that I did.
No. But we can. He hacked me the other day. Did you guys see that he hacked me? He was on my channel.
I was going to ask you about that. How in the hell did he hack you? I didn't.
The nation of China hacked me too. There we go. Okay.
down a little bit and look straight, almost a little bit. It's close.
Oh, I mean,
Yep.
Anybody else
They're
ever
showing. There you go.
anybody else ever noticed that Mr. Nicky has no interest in chat until Court shows up?
Hasn't anybody ever figured out that Mr. Nicky is waiting for Cart to come and rescue him because, I'm such a bitch? Yeah, he's hiding in the bathroom.
By the way, generally specific. Let me explain something to you, friggin' moron. I get it. You hate Jews, and you want to dunk on Jews every chance you can get. When you came up with the slang for Jew being bagel, you got to learn the history of the bagel. The bagel was invented for a Polish princess royalty who was very Christian, and I can't remember the whole story, but she's the one that brought bagels because of her fame to Poland. It's stereotyped as a Jewish thing because the bagel was very similar to unleavened bread. They could eat bagels when they couldn't eat bread. I don't fully understand the Jewish tradition behind it, but it was invented by Christians and propagated by Christians and Catholic Christians, in fact, in Poland. Yeah, if you go to New York today, you could probably get a bagel at a kosher store. But yeah, do better when you try and slam people, stereotypically slam people because of their race, their gender, their national origin, their religion. Just stop it. Oh, okay.
Okay, actually,
Mm-hmm.
his idea of bagels and Jews kind of does really work because in the 19th century, Jewish immigrants brought bagels to the United States, particularly to New York City's Lower East Side.
Yeah,
Why
And
you guys show me up? Why you guys show me up?
because bagels are boiled
Boiled,
instead of,
that's it.
yeah, they're boiled. So some historians believe that the boiling process was a way for the Jewish bakers to go around the anti-Semitic laws that restricted bread baking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
but see, Todd's theory is the Jews adopted the bagel to replace their foreskin.
Todd is the foreskin. Someone who put that in there in the chat when we were on that review. Someone put Todd is the foreskin. I want to say, who was it?
I remember seeing it, but
Yeah.
maybe was it Wyatt?
I think it was Peace Dynamo, but I'm not sure. Scrolling. I can't find
Look,
it.
chat is scrolling right.
Don't try to understand
Oh
them.
God! Ah! Oh! If you want to have nightmares, Spider Dog did a montage of Todd singing songs.
Oh Lord!
Oh God!
Uh-oh.
It just
Spider Dog. Okay. His name is. Oh, the Shooting Network's on right now. How about that? Sir and John wins. We quit. Oh, wait a minute. The final. Okay. His name is Spider. Okay. Learn how to type, Finkel. Spider Dog. Come on, type right. Spider It's 2 words or one?
One. I think it's one.
Two. No, not sure.
Spider Dog's Web House.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Oh, come on. I am typing with all thumbs today. Web.
Yeah, because you're not rage typing today.
Okay, and it's a video, or is it a short?
It's a short.
Todd butchers the classics. Not
Yeah.
available anywhere. Okay. Let us. Oh, we got to share. Sharing is caring, and I didn't share, so maybe I don't care. Let's go to share screen, and share screen, and Todd butchers the classic by Spider Dog. All right, let's make it big and push play. Oh, I got to bring it up on stage.
Gotta bring,
I
yeah.
am really sucking today. God. All right, let's go.
Unlucky viewers, we hope you're thoroughly enjoying the Spider Dog Webhouse content because we're about to ruin your day with something truly special. For the first time, and also the last, prepare yourself for the absolute auditory to catastrophe that is Todd Butchers the Classics. That's right, Todd has taken all the timeless, cherished songs you hold dear and absolutely annihilated them for his own twisted amusement. And now, you too can suffer through this musical train wreck from the comfort of your own personal device, before promptly vowing never to listen again. This exclusive collection is not available in stores, online, or anywhere else because no one in their right mind would actually want it. It's not for sale, streaming, or even legally recognized as music in most countries. But that won't stop Todd. Experience the sheer horror of off-key wailing, bizarre, unsolicited key changes, lyrics that Todd thinks he knows. But wait, there's less. If you act now and do nothing, you'll continue living your life completely unaffected by this abomination. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime, never-again, not happening event. So sit back, relax, and consider muting your device before Todd hits the first note.
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane. He's a flashlight operator. Flashlight operator. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what that woman, she been doing to me? Taking care of business every day, taking care of business every way. I've been taking care of business every night, taking care of business. It's out of sight. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Irreplaceable is not what you are. Though near or far, your hubris shows that you are ignorant. Let's give them something to talk about. Elvira, ba-boom, bop, ba-boom, bop, ba-boom, bop, ba-bow, bow. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Anyway, the wind blows. What's going on? You took a quote right out of my mouth. You took a quote right out of my mouth. Country road. You to play. I belong West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, pick yourself off the ground. I said, young man, 'cause you're in a new town. There's no need to be unhappy.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. He ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. 'Cause he was looking pretty dumb with his finger and his thumb in the shape of an L on his forehead. I think rivers don't stop coming when they don't stop. I got fools to the left of me, scammers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle again. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh, there's a solution. Generals gathered in their masses.
Oh my
Just
God.
like witches act like masses. Plotting well and about destruction. While the war machine keeps turning. Oh yeah, now. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun.
We deeply, deeply apologize for this unholy assault on your ears. In fact, we regret every life choice that led to its creation. But don't worry, you are under no legal, moral, or spiritual obligation to ever endure this again. Rest assured, Todd Butcher's The Classic will not be in stores, not available online, and never streamed anywhere because we respect the Geneva Conventions. This collection poses a clear and present danger to you, the elderly, children, animals, plant life, and any unfortunate beings existing beyond our comprehension in the cold void of space. For anyone who, against all reason, chooses to listen in the future, we are currently developing an advanced warning label, complete with flashing lights, sirens, and a team of professionals on standby to talk them out of it. Now, run away and never press play again.
Wow. Okay. Spider Dog, if you're out there, you're much better at creating content than you are at trolling. Stick to creating content. Wow. That was some good stuff.
Bested
Well, I mean,
said the
well put
same
together.
thing I was.
I realize that none of that's AI.
No, that's actually Todd's voice. Bested
I'm
said
sorry?
the same thing that I was thinking as I was watching it the first time. It's like, how could he be so bad at so many of them? And he thinks he's good. You know? It's like,
Oh, right. Right.
I know I can't sing.
Generally specific. I would say don't give up your day job, but you don't have a day job. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Foreskin.
Wow.
Foreskin. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Hmm.
The little
Right.
man in the boat.
Yeah. Well, according to him, that's the same thing.
I remember watching a part of him months ago, and he was like having the people in his chat vote for which song they wanted him to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard him sing like a line from each, and I thought, I do not want to hear either one of them.
I noticed when he did the Steve Miller Band, Time Keeps On Slipping. So he hummed through the important liberal parts. Feed the children, nothing left to eat. Sue the children. Shoe the children. No shoes on
No
their feet.
shoes on their feet.
That's it. Yeah. He skipped all that charitable stuff and just went to the. Yeah. I don't know if he doesn't know him or he just doesn't believe in what the meaning of the song is. He does a lot of stuff he doesn't get to mean. Shakespeare, Bible, popular music.
Women.
Does he realize that the YMCA, who's sung by Freddie Mercury, who is very openly gay. His subs are sick people. Well, I've seen people sub so that they can be alerted when he goes live so that they can make fun of him.
YMCA was Village People.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Queen.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so I got one
He
wrong.
did. He
But
did
was
another.
good.
He did do a Queen song, and
Yes.
that was another one. When I heard him doing Queen, I was like, "No, Todd, no, not Queen. Stay away from Queen." And then I was reading the comments of people who thought before me and saw somebody else went, "No, not Queen."
Well, yeah, I just showed my bigotry by obviously showing that I think all gay people sing alike. Yes, thank you. The Village People, not Queen.
Village People weren't gay.
Yeah, they were. Oh, they were
Yeah, they
finally.
were.
They were big
Well,
time gay.
you probably they're as straight as Liberace.
Okay, I'll buy that. They're straight as Liberace. Fair enough. What are you sipping? Did you bring enough for everyone?
Dr. Pepper, and not sugar free, the real Dr. Pepper.
You're doing that to make Michael Kaiser jealous because he can't get Dr. Pepper where he's at. He does love him some Dr. Pepper.
Well, actually, he is in the South, so they might serve it in jail with
Oh,
his 3 meals.
maybe his super chats went to his commissary fund.
Yeah.
Hey, Vestige of Peace. All Chod's channel is a hate channel, and it really tells a lot about his viewers.
Yeah.
But I can say,
Yeah.
from experience, it didn't start out as a hate channel.
Yeah, back the first time I heard of him, he was doing a fundraiser for Chris Ryder. And I was curious, who's this guy doing a fundraiser for public safety? So I listened to part of one show and I thought, oh, this guy's got it all together.
Yeah,
What?
we were, a lot of us were, unfortunately, had the wool pulled over our eyes.
Yeah. So I wasn't the only one. Good to know.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
I'm
definitely were not the only one.
sometimes I'm a really, really bad judge of character. I thought Todd had it all together. I thought Vegas VIPs would grow up. I thought Muckster was a nice guy. I'm always getting it wrong.
Yeah, and you thought that I wouldn't, be a racist Jew like I am, right?
I didn't know you were Jewish. Okay.
Oh.
thought,
Yeah, not practicing, but
Oh, I'm
through blood,
practicing.
yeah.
So you eat a lot of
thought
bagels.
You thought Ariel was Brazilian until you saw his bikini line.
Get
Speaking of Nickie and Todd, you know what I thought of a little while back with the famous I taught her how to interview. And I thought about that the one day and I thought, okay, Nickie's style was let's just let the people talk. And I will only say something if they need prompting. It's like, how does that have anything to do with Todd's style?
Well,
who just talks and talks and talks.
there's a private investigator in the chat, and I won't say their name, but I hired them to do some investigating, and it's kind of ironic how easily it rolled off your tongue saying Nickie and Todd, like they're a couple. It turns out no one has ever heard Morning Mist's voice, and no one has seen Morning Mist and Nickie in the same place at the same time.
Actually, yes, we were both in chat.
Yeah, 2 different computers, right? I'm
Two
kidding. I'm
different
kidding.
states. Two different states. But you keep going on that vein, sir, and Dratsab will have to come and visit you. Maybe run up your pant legs and find your frozen blueberries.
Everything you just heard me say in the last 5 minutes was AI performed by Muckster. Long day of work. Oh. Yeah, today's I should be okay.
You
It's
do
Tuesday.
have work tonight, don't you? Oh, no, tonight's Tuesday. It's
Tuesday.
tomorrow you work.
But let's take a peek. Nothing's
Oh,
going
really?
on. That means he'll be there. If something's broken, he won't be there. But yeah. Todd has people like G.E. Swag, James. Oh, James Stern. Oh, I thought we got rid of him.
Firefighter 936.
Yeah, yeah. Beep. Beep. And you know what? We gave that guy a chance. We gave him a chance. He blew it.
Yeah, that's one. When I was going through one of the old shows looking for clips, I saw his name.
Yeah.
And yes, peace. Today was Monday 2.0.
It's like second breakfast. Anyway, well, I'm sorry, Muckster. We went over your time limit to get free.
You know what though? I ran a 90-minute show today to get clips out of it, and when I ended it, it didn't ask me if I wanted clips, so I sent a ticket in. I don't know if the clip thing is broken or what.
Oh, I've never played with it, so I don't know. Stern is still around. Howard or James?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, firefighter. So someone said Kaiser has a court date next week. I would bet either G2 or Shiz Happens has an update sometime around that court date.
Well, G2 might even just show up for it.
That's why I listed him. I don't know where he lives, but apparently he's accessible to where Kaiser is in court. He is in Todd's chat every night. Oh, that's because he can't be in Kaiser's chat. They're so lonely without Kaiser. Court date is the end of April. Okay, I got the date wrong. Not the end of next week, the end of this month. Okay. He was one in like 2 weeks, then another one in 3 weeks. Oh, okay. He's going to be busy for a while. Hope they pick up the murder stuff again, because that's what I really hate about him. I don't care about the soul and barrel and the lies and the fictional YouTube character.
Bullshit.
I care about the murder, cold-blooded murder of a
Disabled.
Yeah, disabled. Yeah.
You know, that
Yeah.
reminds me. Since he's now in jail, did you inform your Marine buddies that they don't have to go look for him anymore?
That was bullshit.
I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot to inform them. Yeah, that was. I was hoping to get a response like I got out of JJ, the Johnson and Johnson. It failed. It was a swing and a miss.
But you know, it kind of would be karma, I guess, if for one of his court dates in the next month, there's like 3 rows of uniformed
Oh,
Marine
yeah.
Corps personnel sitting in the courtroom, just
Mm.
staring daggers at him.
Yeah. That would be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was disappointed in Holly today. I went to the
Okay.
men's room. I went to the men's room where we're at the Air and Space Museum, and her and her grandson went down a certain way. And when I caught up with them, she showed me a picture of one of the aircraft she took. It was a Marine Corps Chinook, a CH-47. I said, "That's a CH-47. Is this not a Huey?" No,
It's a
it's
damn
not a Huey.
helicopter.
I can't believe they let her take a helicopter at all.
They took a picture of the helicopter. You didn't take the helicopter. Good,
Oh,
good, good.
you said she showed you a picture of the helicopter she took.
You grammar Nazi. Did I say it wrong? She had a picture of a helicopter, which happened to be a Chinook CH-47 with the Marine Corps emblem on it. And she was surprised that it wasn't a Huey.
I can't believe they let her take the picture away. You think they'd want it hanging on the wall? I've been disappointed in Holly for like 7 years.
7 years? Why?
I don't know. How long have you known her?
12.
I wasn't sure if it was back at the beginning or not. Okay. So I've been disappointed in her for like 12 years.
You're fired. You're fired.
Why are you disappointed in Holly?
She has bad taste in men.
Snap out of it.
Oh, who put that one? You put that one in there? Apparently, Todd's Foreskin Friday was very effective because I saw someone put this in here too. Finally, Brick Jonesy learned something about anatomy.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Well done, well done.
You know,
No.
it's weird. And I can only stand to watch. I'll drift around looking at shows.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'll just pop in for like 5 minutes or so, and I can't. But and one of them is Resla.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, I mean, not that he says anything intelligent, but Brick is like calm and thoughtful there, and it's just weird because then he goes to Todd's like la 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 la, and then Todd comes into Resla's, and Todd is like la 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 la, and Brick is just sitting there being calm. I don't understand. There's some kind of weird thing going on there.
I think what happened, Resla attracts people who like to have calm discussions. And Brick Jones kept coming back and creating chaos. And the calm, intelligent, high-level talkers stopped coming. So now the people who come are the people who are afraid of getting yelled at by Brick Jonesy. Pussies and cowards, but that's who's left. And poor Resla, he doesn't have a good panel anymore because Brick Jones scared them all away. Now since Brick gets to run the show with his stupid, moronic, idiotic, ridiculous bullshit, he gets to talk calmly. On generally specific, well, let's face it, there's a bunch of moronic idiots who think they know everything, and he loses his shit. Remember the time You kicked him down, and he's down in the basement. And I know you can hear me. I'm like, back down. Yeah. Clown. Okay.
I get a kick out of watching Reslev for short periods of time because you get all those people that are talking very seriously and using big words and not making any sense whatsoever. You know,
If you listen just for a moment, you're thinking you're watching Ivory Tower on PBS. But as they keep talking, I'm like, no. These are imitating Ivory Tower. But yeah. Boston Massacre shot her around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no. If you can't touch it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
My nose exists because I can touch my nose. Yeah.
But how can you have a thought? Can you touch your thoughts?
He talky, because if you haven't got a dream, how can you have a dream come true? I'm thinking I haven't eaten dinner and I don't have anything thought out. I think
No.
Before it's too late, I'm gonna go get some dinner.
And see, that's why I have Mr. Nickie, because not only did he thaw chicken out, but he cooked it. Fried
Wow.
chicken, fried potatoes, and peas.
Yeah.
That sounds like good stuff.
How long a drive is it?
8, 9 hours.
Shit. All right, McDonald's it is.
You could one of Todd's chickens. No, I wouldn't touch Todd's chickens with a 10-foot pole. Not even one of our chickens. Our chickens right now are producing gold, apparently.
Todd, we figured out why your chickens all died. It's not the dogs. You got to stop choking the chicken.
Oh, you mean the foreskin?
I thought whenever you said you hadn't eaten yet, and you said, I think I'm going to have to, I thought you were going to say, I'm going to have to call, geez, I just forgot what they're called, the people that deliver.
DoorDash?
Yeah.
Do you know how Todd does foreplay?
Snip, snip.
He goes upstairs out of the basement. He says, "All right, honey, get on the bed and spread." And of course, she says no, and then yeah.
And then he has to go make a sandwich and use his Miracle Whip.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
He has to get some somewhere. Oh, no. The Miracle Whip did not sound good. Of course, probably wrong context, the timing difference. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to head out. Do you want me to end stream or do you want me to leave studio?
It's your channel. You do what you do.
Are you guys going to stay on for a while?
No, I guess we'll take off.
All right. I'm going to click end stream, and I thank everyone for showing up. What's that?
I was going to say, I don't want to be like a certain missing person sitting here on your channel without you around. Go, where's Finkel? Where's Finkel?
How do I change the background?
I would never do that. Are we imitating the same person?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That main engine's at 108%.
AVI power nominal. launch team, be advised, stay at your consoles. Everyone in the LCC, maintain your positions in your consoles. In the LCC, maintain positions at your console.
Well, that totally sucked. Please be advised, there are absolutely no refunds.